Hello students. Now let us discuss one of the important uh, topic from the chapter coordination compounds. Now in this video we are discussing the important point. First, what is mean by coordination compounds? We define coordination compounds. Then what are the ligands? The type of ligands with the suitable example. So let us discuss one by one. First, what is mean by coordination compounds? So when you define the coordination compounds, it observes that in the coordination compound consist of central metal atom or ions. Coordination compound consists of central metal atom or ion, and that metal atom or ion surrounded by it is surrounded by, I write here, it is surrounded by neutral molecule or ions. Central atom. Coordination compound consists of central metal. Suppose that central metal is M. So that central metal, uh, it may be atom or ion, and it is surrounded by neutral molecules or ions. Neutral molecules such as water or ammonia, and ions such as chloride or hydroxide or cyanide, etc. So that may be surrounded by the ions chlorine, hydroxy or cyanides. So in the central metal atom, it is surrounded by, suppose the central metal atom, it is surrounded by the central metal atom or ion, and that we called it as a ligands. So coordinate compound have the two type of the terms, central metal, and this is a ligands. This is the ligands. Okay. In coordinate compound, these ligands have ability to donate lone pair of electrons to the central metal. So ligands are the electron pair donor, and central metal atom are electron pair acceptor. Remember, in coordinate compound, what are the transfer of the electron is occur in the terms of lone pair of electron. So the bond which is present in between central metal and the ligand is called coordinate bond. The bond is called as a coordinate bond or the dative bond, a bond in which one species will be donate lone pair of electron to the other species. So here ligands can donate lone pair of electron to the central metal. Okay, so that bond is a coordinate bond. So this is a coordinate bond which is shown by such a arrow. That arrow is from, the tail of the arrow is from donor and the head is towards the acceptor. So this electron pair donor is called as a Lewis base, and the electron pair acceptor is called as Lewis acid. So Lewis acids and the Lewis bases, these terms can be considered in the case of the coordinate compounds. Okay, so for this let us consider one of the example. The example we consider is a cisplatin as one of the important drugs which is used in the cancer. The drugs we use now, that is having the formula platinum, which is bonded with the ammonia. In ammonia, coordinate compound called as amine with the chlorine. So this is formula for the cisplatin. In this, the central metal is the platinum. It is surrounded by the two ammonia and the two chlorine. Here we know that in the ammonia, nitrogen have the donor atom. So this is a lone pair of electron present on the nitrogen. This nitrogen also have the lone pair of electron, and chlorine having the negative charge. So that negative charge is also in the terms of lone pair. So like this way, all these are the ligands. They can donate a lone pair of electron to the central platinum metal. So like this way, this is a cisplatin is an example, is a coordinate compounds. So like this way, consider the concept of the coordinate compound. So coordinate compound, a compound consists of the central metal atom or ion surrounded by the neutral molecules or the ions. Okay, and the molecules are the, so what are the ligands here? So ligands are, so ligands, what are, how we define the ligands? Ligands, the molecules or ions surrounded, the molecules or ion which surrounded to the molecules or the ion surrounded to the central, so central metal atom or ion. The molecules or the ions which surrounded the central metal atom or ion is called as a ligands. Okay, so here the ammonia are the ligands and chlorine are the ligands which surrounded the central metal atom. Okay, so like this way you can define the ligands. Okay, so these ligands can be classified as a, these ligands can be classified as a monodendate ligands, polydentate ligands, and ambidient. The next is the ambidient ligands. The ambidient ligands. So this classification on the basis of the donor atoms. Donor atoms. How many donor atoms are present? How many donor atoms are present? So depending upon the donor atom present, they are mono. Mono means one. Mono means one. So they have one donor atom. Poly, you may consider the poly. Poly contain bi, tri, tetra, etc. So bi means 2, tri means 3, tetra means 4. So like this way we can consider. Okay, so poly means two or more donor atom. They have two or more donor atom. So how many donor atoms? Only mono means one, poly means two or more. If there are two, they are bi. If there are three, tri. If there are four, tetra. If there are five, penta. So like this way we can consider the polydendate ligands. Okay. Okay. So when you consider the ambidient ligands has a two donor atom but use either one. Means though it has a two donor atoms, but at a time it can use any one of them. It can use not both at a time. It can use any one of them. So therefore they are called as ambidient ligands. Let us consider the example of these ligands in a very details. First, monodendate ligands. Mono means one. So how they have the only one donor atom. So monodendate. So monodendate ligands. So monodendate ligands, these are the ligands. They have only one donor atoms. For example, Cl minus, Cn minus, okay, carbonyl, ammonia. These are the example. Water. These are the example in which there is only one donor atom. For example, in Cn, chlorine, nitrogen, okay, carbon or nitrogen, any one of them, carbonyl, ammonia, water. So like this way they have only one donor atoms in order to donate, okay. So therefore they are called as a mono. So one donor, they possesses one donor atom. In polydendate ligands, they have more than two or more. They have two or more. Example, they can consider. For example, you consider uh, ethylene diamine. If you consider example as a ethylene diamine, this is example, ethylene diamine. This ethylene diamine, its shortcut is represented as En, or oxalate, or you may consider the second example is the oxalate. Oxalate also have two donor, like this way. So here the nitrogens are the donor. These nitrogens are the two donor atom. In oxalate, this oxygen is the donor atom. This oxygen is the donor atom. Therefore, they are called as they have the two donor atoms, so they are called as a bidendate. So this is example of bidendate ligands, because polydendates have two or more donor atom. They have two or more donor atom. So both are the example of didendate ligands. Okay. Now we may consider the another example, that is a very famous example, is the EDTA. The second example which always consider as EDTA, where EDTA means E for ethylene, D for diamine, T for tetra, A for acetate. So ethylene diamine tetraacetate is the EDTA. So ethylene diamine tetraacetate, let us consider the structure of this. So it is a ethylene diamine. So I can write diamine. It is a derivative of ethylene diamine. So from this, the nitrogen, 4 nitrogen, so 4 hydrogen on this nitrogen is now replaced. From ethylene diamine, nitrogen have the one nitrogen have this 3 valency, out of which one valency here, it has a 2 valency. Okay. So this, out of this 3 valency, this 2 valency is satisfied by the CH2CO minus, CH2CO minus, CH2CO minus and CH2CO minus. So like this way, when you consider the total donor atoms here, the total donor atom are the nitrogen are 2 and oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, because oxygen have this like this way, the total oxygen who will be octated will be completed here. So like this way, they are the total 4 donor oxygen atom. So EDTA has a 2 nitrogen and 4 oxygen, that is total 6 donor atom. So EDTA is example of hexadendate ligands. Okay. So next one we consider as ambidient ligands. When you consider example as ambidient ligands, the ligands which have two donor atom, but use any either of either any one. It not uses both. It can uses either any one of them. Okay. For example, if consider example for the ambidient ligands as the NO2. In the case of the NO2, it has a two donor. One is the nitrogen, another is the oxygen. So when it uses nitrogen like this way, so donor atom is only nitrogen, or when it uses oxygen like this way, so it not uses both at a time, it uses either of this or this. So it is a ambidient ligand. Second example you consider as a thiocyanide, in which SCN, in which it can donate through the sulfur or it can donate through the nitrogen. We may consider as a cyanide, but cyanide is also example of the monodentate ligand. In case of the cyanide, it uses for carbon or through nitrogen. When it is used through carbon, it is called as a cyanide. It is called as isocyanide. It is the like this way we can consider thiocyanide or isothiocyanide. Okay, this is the thiocyanide and this are cyanide. It is a isothiocyanide. We may consider like this way. You can consider the ambidient ligands. In ambidient ligands, here as thiocyanide we consider here in this, so you can consider thiocyanato, because in here we consider always end with the at here, so it is a thiocyanato. You can consider a change thiocy. I can write here thiocyanato. This is isocyanato, like and consider. Okay, so this cyanide we consider as a cyano and isothio. Okay, so like this way we can consider their names according to their coordinate compounds. So cyanide is considered as a cyano. Cyanide is considered as a cyano. So this is a iso thiocyano. You can consider like this way. So like this way it is it is a cyanide and isocyano. You can consider as a isocyano, like this way. So we consider compound as a thiocyanide as a thiocyanato, isothiocyanato, cyanide as a cyano, and isocyanide as a isocyano. So like this way, in the coordinate compound, the ligands are always named with the O. Okay, so this is a nitro N. We can consider it as a nitro N, or it is called as a nitrito O. Remember this change in the name. This is called as a nitro N. This is the nitrito O. This is thiocyanato, isothiocyanato. This is a cyano and this is isocyano. So like this way, the ambidient ligands we consider in which it can donate any one of them through any one of the atoms, not at a time both. Okay, so like this way today we are discussing the various types of the example of the ligands, what are ligands, and how we can consider the classification of the ligands. Okay, thank you.